Hello, everyone, and welcome. And I hope you brought your rain gear with you as we are in for a wet one. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. He'll bring it out. It's Baxter. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And here he comes, and you may think that you can take a wide receiver out of the game plan, but Jesse, with this guy, he sort of believes, I'm him. I'm the dude.
Yeah, and he gives defensive coordinators nightmares, too. I swear, when you watch this guy's highlight tape, man, he scares you to death with his speed. He can take the top off the defense. He can change the game, David, on any given play.
And so how many different ways can I continue to give him touches? You know, they're going to split him out wide. I'd hand him the football. I'd throw it to him quick. I'd throw it to him deep. This is a playmaker that will be featured.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Using the quick game. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the run, it's Morris. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll be honest, that is a formation and a play call I was never expecting to see in this game. This offense is one of the top 10 passing units in the entire country. I'm surprised they even have goal line in their playbook. What are we doing?
On 3rd down, going up top. The throw finds the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Gets away from one. He's got space. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Erickson. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Fast motion from the offense. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Quickly complete. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Defense going all in to stop the run. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Offense in an empty set. They'll start this drive with a pass. Taking a shot on the first play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. To the air, it's Nelson. Firing to the right, complete. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Looking to go up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Offense in the sumo set with the big boys. And back to the air on second down. The D thinking bring some heat on third and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Feeling some heat. Grabbed in the middle, it's Riley. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside give. Bulls his way forward. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Motion from the offense. He wants to throw here on second down. The sure hands, it's Moore. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Looking to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the give. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Lots of time left, and we are ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off play action. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Keeps the legs moving. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. That conversion sets a tone, but that's also really part of their MO. They're going to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, it's a body blow, and it's demoralizing. It's a good point, Reese. When you go for it like that and you go get it, you're essentially telling the opponent, look, you can't stop us. Next time we get in a similar situation, we're going to do the exact same thing, and there ain't nothing you can do about it.
Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion.
325.
Going up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Erickson.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you could tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Throws for the tight end. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense was in cover two, which means they had 2 safeties playing deep, and they took everything away from the quarterback vertically, forcing him to have to try to check it down. And a great job by the linebacker.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
First down sack pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. He's got him in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quickly out to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Running it back, it's Baxter. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Leaves it with the back. Plows through the defense. At the 35, he's open. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Got his man quickly. Runs through a tackle. At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll throw it from the red zone. Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. This offense has a second down play. Give to the running back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's knocked down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Almost intercepted in the end zone, and what a red zone stop that would have been. On first down, here comes this offense. The give on the counter. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
Trying to get to him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. They'll look to pin him deep. On the move, it's Baxter. Smashes through. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. That last drive was a long one, Jesse. They'd like this time to pay it off with a touchdown instead of a field goal.
No doubt, Reese. They had a lot of good stuff going that way.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. And it's another 1st and 10 play. Leaves it with the running back. Fighting off the defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. On second down, he'll let it fly. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front. And and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Broncos line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He's got great speed. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll throw it on first down. He's got his man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on them. They'll immediately call timeout. They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. He's looking to throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Shoots it to the left. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. So they are denied a touchdown on this drive, but they'll try to put up a 3 spot before the break. Already proven reliable. Once he'll try a second field goal, this one a 37-yarder. And it's right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Let's see what he can do with the return. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Cincinnati. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
Boise State ready to send out that offense. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this defense is smelling blood right now. Like, they know they got him right where they want. Got him in a third down and long. They got to lead by 3 possessions. Everything is going their way. This offense is in trouble.
And the Broncos will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. And here comes the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
The Broncos in the hurry up. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, and still short of the first down. That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And that wall they need to climb to get back in this one, guys, is still 20 points high. Something about missed field goals, even long ones like that, a bit demoralizing. Now the offense set up at about the 38-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
They recovered their own fumble, but now it's 3rd down. Powers through the defender. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands. Looking for a productive play on 1st down.
3:25.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Unlock. Alert, alert.
Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Nelson. He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Broncos want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback on the keeper. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Some misdirection with the counter. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Pass on the way. It's picked off.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted.
Well, we know these are slick conditions today in this game. Wide receiver just didn't seem to really get a good grasp on the ball when it hit his hands. Didn't stick right away. There's a bit of a bobble, and because of it, the defense able to come away with the pick.
Got it.
Here comes the offense on 1st down. Breaks the tackle. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
All kinds of running room. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. All the way in for the touchdown.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
This should be the last play of the quarter.
Jackrabbit.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking to pass. It's Nelson. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Yeah, and in third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You've got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. The defense did a really good job playing the pass, and fourth down now, it's decision time for you.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Offense getting set for first down. It'll be a draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And nice job by the defense. A draw is kind of a trick, get you to run upfield, but they sniffed it out, did a great job, stopped the play for no gain.
Gonna run it. It's Morris. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Able to fight his way ahead for a pickup of 4, but they're still left with a... The offense set for a first down play.
Here we go.
He's gonna pass. Fires on the move. Ball in the air, intercepted.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Smashes through. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Boy, he's over 100 now at 102 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the side.
And shut the front door. Goodness gracious, man. There's nothing more frustrating. You stop them time and time again. And what happens? They go for it, and they get it on 4th down. That's 4 on this drive. So frustrating from a defensive standpoint.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Wide out in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. Moving away from pressure. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
I I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Quarterback will audible. He wants to throw it. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And after getting it right on the... saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And this always is the...
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. Line gets set, 1st down.
Come on, set.
The give as they work on that clock. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The give to the tailback. Shakes off the tackler. How about the patience from this sophomore to hunt that green grass?
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, Dave. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating.
Headed to the end zone. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Incomplete thanks to the great defense. First down here for the offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.